Hey guys, Brash Pillow here. Welcome back to more Scrap Mechanic. So we're still working on these challenges. We're getting pretty far along. We're over halfway through now. 25 out of 40 challenges complete. And looking at the list, I mean, we're really moving. So yeah, let's get on to challenge number 26. All right, so we got a chance to look at this one a little bit last time, just as we finished off. Still have no idea what it's going to be. We're definitely going to have to press a button, and maybe something will drop down from the top there. Really not too sure at this point. I haven't taken a look at the camera yet, so let's do that. All right, so yeah, we're going to hit a button. We're going to drive around, and I mean, it's looking like maybe the finish line isn't activated yet, so there's another sort of like button or a motion sensor just over there to the right as of now. So yeah, maybe we run over there real quick and take a peek at what that is. Right, so this looks like a trigger of some sort, and it's kind of shaped like a ball. So just maybe a ball is going to drop out when we press that button over there, and then we have to get the ball over here. I mean, that would make a lot of sense, and then as soon as we get it in, we activate the finish line, and we'll be able to complete the level. Yeah, let's go with that. So back to the platform, we have our tip as usual, and it's looking like a down arrow into a sort of basket-shaped wooden formation. Maybe that's just telling us we're gonna need like a wagon to carry this ball. Um, so I think we'll try to do something like that in our design. And let's take a look at the chest here. So yeah, we have plenty of blocks and really not too much else. I was expecting to maybe have like some pistons or something. Like maybe we would have to grab the ball out and set it down into the sensor, but no, I'm not seeing anything like that, and I'm not seeing any controllers or anything that'll allow us to like release the ball. So maybe getting it close is good enough. Let's start by making a really simple vehicle with a wagon and hitting that button, and we'll take it from there. Wow, so just after laying out this sort of like bed for a truck, we're just about out of blocks, so we don't have nearly as many as I thought we might. I think I'll have to use metal for most of the suspension, and hopefully these 16 blocks will get us something. I might have to narrow this down a little bit. Let's see. All right, so this is what I have right now. Just a very simple car with a little bit of a bed in the back that hopefully a ball can fit into. So let's go try ramming into that button and see what happens. I didn't really think through the whole hitting the button thing, so hopefully the dimensions on this are close. Yeah, it's not really looking like it. But let's see, if we hit this and bounce back, anything? Nothing so far. Might need to hit it a little bit harder. Boom. Hey, wow. I couldn't have asked for that to work out any better. So yeah, the ball is fitting in perfectly, and it's staying even, so that's even better. And yeah, the next question is what happens when we get this thing to the sensor? Is it just going to automatically get like sucked in, or am I going to need a way to pull it out of here? So let's pull up nice and close. Come on, let's see what happens. Nothing so far, so maybe I can back up just a little bit closer. Come on. Well, would you look at that? I mean, I feel like I basically predicted the future here. First attempt, so that could not have gone any better. All right, let's see what the next one's all about. All right, so it's going to be another sort of pickup drop off, it's looking like. We've got some sort of dispenser here, but this one, I'm not sure how we get it out. I don't see a button. Let's see. No, nothing super obvious right now. But whatever it is, we need to take it up and drop it into here. So it looks like another ball. And then, what's this over here? Aha, we might have two different balls. A blue one and a red one. But it looks like we don't get the red one until over there. So we're going to throw the ball in. Meanwhile, what is it going to be? A race over to... No. This one goes straight to the finish line. And so does this one. So it looks like we have two that must be activated in order to get the finish line working. Now the only question is, yeah, how do I actually activate these? Is this just like a pressure sensor? Maybe if I drive over this, the ball will just automatically dispense, which makes it a little bit easier than the last one. I mean, I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen, but I don't see what else would happen. There's no buttons or anything like that around here. So yeah, as usual, I'm just going to kind of make some assumptions and say that when I drive over that, a ball will come down. So in the meantime, we will look at the chest and oh, all right, this one's a little bit more interesting. We've got a lot of bearings. We've got, a lot more blocks to work with. We've even got these pipes that could make like a good little cage for the ball. And even some motion sensors. So all kinds of switches, 5 controllers. I don't know if what they're giving us here is a bit overkill, but maybe we'll be able to make something somewhat interesting. So yeah, let's roll forward and see what we come up with. Okay, so right, it looks a lot like the last one, but little would you know, I spent way more time on this than I expected to. It's actually been about an hour of recording already. Not for this, but for the whole episode. So this thing has a couple tricks up its sleeve. Let's go ahead and hop in. So drives, of course, but as you may see in the hotbar, I've got a couple switches. So let's do switch number 1. Yeah, opens up the tailgate, and we can close it back up. And then switch number 2 activates the, actually raises up the bed. So if we want to dump something out, we could do both of them and, yeah, unload whatever it is we have in the back of this thing. So that took me way longer than planned, and there were quite a few iterations just to get it actually working, and then things ended up sticking to each other, so I learned a little bit more about the weld tool, and yeah, needless to say, this is definitely going to be unnecessary, and I spent way too much time on it, but hey, it was a lot of fun. So, oh, interesting. So what I really can't wait for is building something like this in a creative world where I actually get to keep it, but this is kind of going to be disposable, unfortunately. So, right, so I didn't expect the ball to pour out until after I rolled over the platform, so not sure how this is going to go, but maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to kind of scoop it up. Come on? No, not quite. No, this is not at all what I was expecting, unfortunately. So, turns out our overkill vehicle may actually not be enough. All right, I'm going to fly back into this thing. Come on. All right, we got one ball in. Hopefully we can manage to do this again for the second ball. Otherwise, we're definitely going to have to redesign. But, I mean, this is working. Ooh, the ball fell out. That is very unfortunate. All right, we're going to have to reset. And are there any quick tweaks we could make to this thing that will make our lives a little bit easier? I mean, for starters, I'm kind of thinking, we may be able to put some of these like pipes on. They're a nice narrow sort of thing that would maybe help pick up that ball when we reverse into it, but I'm not sure that it's really gonna stay, so we can try that. And maybe we just try that for now and see what we get out of it, but not expecting greatness, to be honest. could also try racing to catch the ball, but no, it happens way too quickly, so that's not an option. Let's back into the thing once again. Just force it up. I mean, this is actually working a little bit better than expected. And now we have this pipe. It may keep the ball in a little bit better too. So let's not go too fast, but definitely not too slow up this thing. There we go. Oh, that's not good. We're a little bit high centered. All right, let's just try going up really fast. Did we make it? Come on, come on. All right, we made it. Now we do have to dump the ball. So actually, it's pretty good that we made an unloading system because unlike the last one, I don't think we're just going to be able to roll over this thing. No. So we do have to unload it. So let's go ahead and lower the tailgate and roll this thing right on out. Perfect. This is pretty satisfying. Now, all right. I didn't even I could have done so much more planning here because I didn't really think about that being up on a platform. All right, we have to grab the second ball. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe pushing would be a good idea for the first one, but then we'd have to push it up the ledge for the second one. So maybe I am onto something. Maybe it isn't completely a failure. I guess we'll have to see if we can somehow get this ball. I definitely don't want to push it off the ledge, so I'm going to try to secure it up against this left side here. Hopefully this cone will move out of the way. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. All right, we have to be very careful with this thing. Otherwise, it's going to go right off the edge. All right, let's back up. Come on. Now, I do have a piston that I didn't use. I have plenty of controllers that I didn't use. I mean, what else? Plenty of wheels and even another engine. So, I mean, we definitely could rework this. We have enough parts to do it, but I'd have to think through some new ideas. Don't do that. Oh, this cone is in the way. What I really need right now is a sledgehammer so I can just smack this thing away. Can I push it with my body weight somehow? Come on. All right, we're really going to have to move this cone somehow. Yep, there goes the ball. I figured that was going to happen, but maybe it'll come back. It comes back! Wow! Okay, that is good to know. So we may actually be able to plan for the ball falling off, and then we could line ourselves up to catch it. So let me try doing it this way once again, but hopefully by avoiding the cone. So get you right up against the wall. And we'll just back into it like this. Come on. Yep, there we go. So we have it. We've secured the cargo, and now we just need to take it to the finish. Oh, no. No, 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 no. You stay with me. All right. This is really proving to be a struggle, but I'm not giving up on this quite yet. Come on. Oh, no. All right, we're up against the wall again, so we can grab it. All right, come on. Lower the tailgate, raise up the bed, and you're not in a great spot. Let's readjust a little. Ooh, okay. My head's on backwards. Let's see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right, can I grab the ball once again? Oof, it's really hard to control this when I'm facing backwards. Like, this is fine. For some reason, my brain is just a little bit backwards right here. All right, come on. Nope. Here we go. This is much better. And, all right, come on, come with me. All right, we're on flat ground. all we have to do is figure out how to get it up onto that platform, which, to be honest, it's looking like we might just have to fly backwards as fast as we can and hope this thing comes flying off the truck. We might just have to slam into that wall. So that's what I'm going to attempt. All right, let's do that. So go, go, go. Ooh, almost, almost actually. Or will it let out like that? No, come on, come on. Oh, oh, wow. That was way more beautiful than I could have ever planned for. All right, so turns out I made yet another perfectly designed vehicle. Obviously, as we could tell by all the high centering I did and all the struggles of just picking these balls up into it. Perfectly designed. So, right, yeah, let's see what the next one is all about. Right, so, okay, we've got a couple steps to get up. 3 to be exact, maybe more. Let's take a look at the camera. So, yeah, we're gonna go up step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Wow, just a lot of steps to get up, and no craziness with like buttons or transporting objects. It looks like we just have to go up the steps. So, okay, yeah, steps. What do they give us? Lots of pistons, a timer, okay. Oh, logic gates. That's the first time we've gotten those. Plenty of blocks. We've got sensors. We've got wheels. We've got all the things here. Okay. Tons of wheels. Like, okay. I mean, I think. I'm not sure what I want to do here, but I do have some ideas. So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so yeah, I've built a thing. Don't know if it's gonna work. Basically, I just wanted to try to jump up with some pistons on the bottom. So that's exactly what I've done. So when I press number 1, I can toggle on and off and try to leap around. Don't know if this is gonna work at all, as usual, but let's try it. Why not? Ooh, all right. So get some speed and hop. Not quite. Let's try again. Almost made it up the first one actually, but we might have to, you know, master this a little bit because I don't think it's going to be very easy. Let's try again, and we probably have a little bit too much speed. So let's turn that engine down. 2 notches should be good or better. Yeah, I think we're still going a little too fast. So let's just ease up a little bit on the gas. I mean, we definitely have the height we need. It's just getting the angle. So let's do it there. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work as is. Unfortunately not. These pistons just can't go fast enough with the controller. The other question is, do I even need a controller, or could I just hook these up to a switch directly? Let me try that, because I know that I could change the settings a little bit more when I did it directly. So, all right, let's try this. Oh yeah, that's a lot more effective. So I can just kind of punch the ground and I really go flying. So maybe this will work. I mean, this is already looking way, way better. So let's do it a little bit closer to the wall. Maybe not quite. Get the speed, go, 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 and right there. Hey, that works pretty good. Right, so we don't have as much of a run up now, so I might have to bump up the speed on these things. Right, okay. Yeah, let's turn up the speed just a little bit more. Try to do 3 notches. And let's try this again. Go! Alright, so once I hit that, once I hit the ground, it doesn't really keep its speed very well. Ooh, did a bit of a front flip there. This vehicle is clearly not ideal. Right, so I'm going to give this a few more attempts, but we may have to go back to the drawing board on this. Alright, so after quite a few attempts of this, I just do not have the run-up I need on this second step to actually make it all the way. So we're going to have to really start rethinking this challenge. Okay. Yep, I'm going to make some modifications and see what we can do. And actually, this is one of the first times I made it up here, but even so, it's so difficult to land it on all fours that, yeah, this just isn't going to do it for us. All right, so put a lot more work into this. It looks kind of the same, I think. I don't know, I've been working on this for a while, so maybe it looks completely different. But you may notice there are a few changes. One, we have this thing kind of on the bottom. It looks like a bit of a frame, but if you look in the back, we've got a few pistons. And what happens when we activate these pistons is something magical. So, yep, I'm going to press it. There we go. We get this big old base that comes out from the bottom. It lifts us up, pushes us forward, and since that is all metal, it actually supports us pretty well. And the thought is, if we are to do this right up next to the wall, let's see what happens. I haven't actually tested it on the wall yet, so the height and everything looks good, so we'll see how it goes. Oh no. Wait, what? Why is this happening? I think it's going in reverse. Yeah, okay. There might be something I can do to fix that. Either way, let's try this again. There we go. Pushes us forward, and might need to go a little bit further. Yeah, okay. So it's not perfect. For starters, I noticed this. Maybe this will keep it repeating instead of doing the back and forth sort of action. So let me try that. The other thing would be, oh, right, we want it to extend out a little bit more. So let's do like 12 blocks. Okay. And what is this for? I think, so it goes up and out. And then we want it to go down. So this should stay at, I'm so confused. Up, out, down, and then down to 0. Okay, that should be it. Let's try this once again. Up, out. We should go down. Oh, but it's kind of pulling us down with it, unfortunately. Okay, so it's almost there. I think one thing I'm going to do is just max this out. So we're going to go out almost all the way. I'm going to add a bunch of weight to the primary cart here. So let's just add some metal around it like so. We really need to make sure this thing doesn't get pulled back down. So it's got to be nice and heavy. And this should definitely help. So let's leave it like this. And heck, maybe we'll close off the engine compartment, because why not? Maybe not quite closed off, but good enough for me. All right, let's try this one more time, and hopefully this is the end. So it's quite a bit heavier already, I can feel that. And we'll go up and out. Okay, and I'm trying to see if I can do this without holding forward. Yeah, so it definitely wants to fall, but if I hold forward on the gas, I can get around that. But, I mean, that looks pretty successful to me. Oh. Except, yeah, the whole looping thing is not at all what I wanted. uh, it's just going to keep doing it indefinitely. So let's change that as well. Turn this off. And maybe in this case, maybe this is actually where a button comes in handy. So I'm going to hook up a button instead of a switch. And let's try that out. Press the button. Ooh, no, I have to hold it. Okay. It looks like, unfortunately, no matter what I do, the thing is going to have to go in reverse. Oh, what is going on, man? This is crazy.
So I might be overcomplicating this. I think this controller is just a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that controller once again and just hook this thing up to a couple of switches, and I'm just gonna have to control it manually. So do that. Hook both of these switches up. Switch number 1 will raise us, and then switch number 2 will extend us, and I'll just have to flip those on and off as we need. So this one will have to go out a lot. I think we had it at like 14, nice and slow. And then this one we had it at like, yeah, we also had it at 14 and also nice and slow. So with that, I should just be able to, yeah, control it like that, and then push ourselves out when needed. All right, so it is very heavy, and if I don't have a wall to actually land on, then yeah, I'm gonna topple, but that's just fine. So let's try this for real. We go up and out. All right, and now I need to press number 1 again. Ooh, okay, that wasn't happening before. I'm going to try to do these a little bit slower. Maybe that's the problem. Let's go down to notch 2 and try this one more time. Okay. Ooh, just barely made it there. All right, we just have to do it once again. So, oops, up and out. Perfect. Now, all right, ooh, we just barely get to hang on when that thing gets pulled up. It's very heavy, so, I mean, it's working. We've made it up 2 steps onto the 3rd. Here we go, up and out. Now, to be honest, I probably could have just made a, whoops, wrong button. I could have just made one of those machines from the earlier challenge that we went up steps with, but I wanted to try out some of the stuff they gave us. I mean, just using those long legs and bearings on a controller wouldn't have been that interesting. So this is a little bit more unique, I think. And we've only got 2 more steps to go. Also, that larger vehicle with the long legs, if you don't know which one I'm talking about, I think it was in like episode 4 or 5. I don't know if it would have been able to fit up here on this last platform. So instead, our little Zamboni is doing just fine. So yeah, after a ton of tweaks, I think we have done it. So we're just now approaching the finish line. I'm becoming a master of our Zamboni, flipping switch 1, followed by switch 2, and then yet again switch 1, followed by switch 2. And that's that. We made it to the finish. So yeah, this has been about 2.5 hours of recording, but here we are. We managed it. So hopefully after cutting out all of my work, this is a reasonably long episode still. And ooh, all right. This looks like a lot of fun. Oh man, I really want to check this out, but we're definitely going to have to wait until the next one. So once again, thanks everyone for watching. And by the way, obviously I'm starting out, only like 10 videos on my channel or something crazy like that. So any feedback that you may have, please leave a comment. I would love to hear it. Making videos for no one isn't the most motivating thing, but any comments are welcome. So by all means, keep watching, and thanks again. Bye-bye.